Okay, so here we are. Finally, we've got our footage and we're going to bring it into Adobe Premiere. So I've opened up Adobe Premiere. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to work on one package. So I'm going to do a file. I'm going to do, let's do a new project. I'm going to call it Jade package because that's the person I'm doing. I'm actually going to go into the Battle of the Bands settings. Like I was saying before, I'm going to go in day one because I know she's day one. I know she's 9 and 12. I'm going to save it there. So I've actually got it saved in there. I'm going to go, okay, got it here. So now I'm going to import the footage of her. So I'm going to go, why can't I import? There we go, import, that's the one. Oh, and look, because I've saved it in there, it's automatically looking in the right place. So I know I need number 9. I know, so I'll import that. It's importing it and pop it in there. I'm also going to import number 12. Right. Now, the thing is, this footage is in ProRes. That means it's really high quality, it's massive, it's really good, and we're going to be kind of playing about with it. One, the other thing also means is because it's recorded in the Atom, it's recorded about 16 channels. So if you select either of them, and you go down into modify audio channels, you'll see, let's put it on a different screen, we've got here, that's what we'll see. So if we just drag it in, if I show you, oh, I can't get to the bottom of that because it's off the bottom of my thing. If I pull that in, if I create a new project with that, you see we've got all this stuff down here. But you see all these other files, 16, they're all empty. There's only 2 that have any information on because it only recorded stereo information. The actual codec itself has 16 audio channels. So we're not going to do that because that is going to be a nightmare. So don't do that, whatever you do. In fact, I'm going to switch it off like that. No timeline at all. No, I'm going to get rid of you. You can go. That has hurt my eyes so much, I'm going to delete you. Except I can't find delete, so that's really annoying. That's quite embarrassing, so I'll just delete it from there. Anyway, so what you do, right click, you go into modify audio channels. Let me bring it back over here. Now up here we actually want it in stereo. Yeah. And then number of audio clips, we can just get that. Let's just see what happens if I put 2 in. Oh, it's giving me 4 channels, of course, because stereo is actually 2 channels. So actually, we only need 1 audio clip because we only need clip 1, left and right. Stereo, number of clips 1, and we make sure left and right 1 and 2, and that's it. That's all we need to put down there. So I can say OK on that. I can do the same in the other one. I can go modify, audio channels. Same here, I'm going to turn it to stereo. Because if we leave it in mono, actually I'll show you what happens if we leave it in mono. If we do it in mono and we do 1, we only get, oh no, I pressed return. I've completely broken that. I need to undo. Command Z, let's undo that and go back into modify audio channels. That was embarrassing. Leaving it in mono and turning that to 1. There we go, it's caught up with me now. That would only be mono, and that is bad because we've been recording in stereo. We've been getting a stereo mix off from the desk. So, I mean, we could do it as dual mono, have 2 audio clips, and there you can see 1 and 2. That will not be a fantastic difference, but bear in mind we have been sent a stereo thing, so let's keep them together. So that's a left and right, linked, interleaved, so it doesn't move, okay? So we go stereo and we can say, yeah, we only need the 1 channel or the 1 set of audio clips. There we go, 1 audio clip, 2 channels in there, and that's what we need. We're going to press return. And now, when we put that in, we pop that down there, you see, we only get a stereo clip. And as we say, we can go to here.
2020, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
This is the first time I've interviewed a pirate rapper. How long have you been a pirate?
Oh, only for the last week. We started off with a bit of...
Right, okay, so the next issue we're going to have is syncing. But what we're going to do, first of all, once we've got that prepared, we're going to look at top and tailing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the beginning of the thing. I'm using JK and L now, because if you put your fingers on JK and L, J will play backwards, K will stop it, and L will play it forwards.
Captain Earth Smuggler.
Right, we're still coming. So I'm going to find the beginning. So we can see here, there's Josh being cued in.
Good.
So I'm going to come in with the So Captain Earth Smuggler. So we've got the thumb down, and he's ready there. He does a bit of a lip smacking, you can just hear it there. I'm going to come in from that point because that gives us a little bit of time. We can still have a graphic over the top when we do the final bit, but it leaves us a bit of a handle today. I'm going to delete that there, bump. So now we've got that bit. So we're going to get to the end.
So there you have it.
There we go.
Anything else?
And thin.
No, we're not going to leave that bit in because that looks really bad. Now, what's interesting here, if I play it back here, we're going to see we've got a little bit of an issue. Because of social distancing, we have a lovely shot here, which is a massive, big, wide shot, and that's great, except, as you see, I've got my guides on here. Now, this guide here is our text safe guide. This guide here is our action safe guide. And what you'll find, if you let things flow out of that, we can lose them. I did an edit recently and it was going to be shown on YouTube, and there's a couple of bits where I've kept it in here and I can see it's getting close. So this is still important. It was originally in place for broadcast TV, still use it now. So we're going to make sure all our text is in this box, and if we've got action, see, as we got here, she's just on the edge of that and Josh is just on the edge of that, so this is actually okay. But I'm going to get to the end, and at the point where he looks up, that's where I'm going to cut it. I don't want to say anything else.
There we go.
And if you know,
Actually, I'm not even. There we go. I think let's just get the end of that sentence. I think let's get into the performance.
there you have it.
There we go.
I'm going to cut it there. So that's my first thing. Now, bear in mind, I can still go back into the other one. So now we're going to get the performance itself. I'm going to pop into that, and let's see, because she's going to have a playing about a bit. So let's look and see where we can find the beginning of the song.
Is this the real one now?
So obviously we're going to cut all this
And
stuff out.
if I mess that up and get the words wrong, cool. Just got to check.
So we're just finding a good point to cut in at this point. So the music should start, and I think that's always what we want to look at. But yes, he's quite relaxed here, so this is good. So anything we have. So I think we can go. So actually, I'm going to, just at the point where she kind of does that, I'm going to start it about there, because I think that might be a nice, smooth thing. I'm going to see what that looks like in the other one. So
Car,
let's see how that transfer.
My own.
Oh dear God.
There you have it.
There we go.
That works like
Hello,
that.
little landlubbers. This was Tracy Chapman's Sparks Car.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the end now, and I'm going to just find the point where we come out of it, because there's a point where I go and I check everything's okay. So we're going to find the end of the song now.
To make a decision, and then you left that day. And now you gotta live and die this way. Know our feelings, boys. You knows I loves you really.
There we go. And I think I'm going to leave a little bit of a handle on that. So she's going to put the thing in like that. Or we hear the microphone. So I'm just going to cut it just before she starts putting the microphone in. I just want the point where she stops there. And we'll go there. There we go. So I'm just going to cut it there, because what we're going to be having was going to be having a fade into an outro of that. So potentially what we'll have is a little graphic, a little logo that gets us to and from those little bits. But I'm looking at that and I don't think we need anything there at the moment.
Car until I smuggled it and made it my own.
So I think that's fine
There
for a
you
little
have
cut.
it.
So that's our basic thing.
There we go.
And that actually makes it feel like he's just handed straight over to it on stage. Done.